everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your girl Manikoma, and in today's topic we are going to talk about the most interesting part of our life journeys that we have to nurture and make sure that we succeed in every aspect of our lives. But before I tell you what topic we are going to talk about today, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Now, our topic today is how do I make entry into a South African institution if I am from a foreign country? That is, preferably we are called international students. I am like I mentioned in my previous video that I am from Lesotho. How did I make entry into a South African university? I am going to tell you through my story of how you can make it, and I am going to tell you from the very start, being the application process, until to the day I was told you have been admitted to the university. That was the best time ever in my life. So I completed my matric, but back home it's not called matric. At that time it was called COSC. So a lot of people I know don't believe me that my exams were COSC, but it's fine. I know I look young, but it's okay. Yes, after that I applied to the National University of Lesotho through the other institution, through the other campus, which is EMS, Institute of Extramural Studies. And I stayed there. I studied for 3 years doing my diploma in mass communication. So after doing my diploma in mass communication, I was like, you know what, girl, you need to further your studies. And yes, that was what I've always wanted to do in this life. So I applied. The best thing that I usually did, I used to open my Google and search for South African institutions that I wanted to apply to, that I've always had aspirations to study there and get enrolled there. And I had to keep up with the deadlines and application dates. So this is what I do. Most of the South African institutions open the applications by February, March. The dates are somewhere there. So you need to keep checking regularly which university you wish to apply to. And it's always advisable not to apply to one institution, to one university or college or TVET. So keep your options open. And after that, let's say the applications are open by March. And then after that, you apply. You check which course you want to pursue. And after that, you open your, sorry about that. I am so in a hurry. I don't know why, because this was such an interesting journey for me. So I applied around May, June. And at that time, I had not yet received my final year transcripts. So I applied using my high school results, of which was okay, and I was told that I had to evaluate my results because the marking board in South Africa and in Lesotho are way too different. So I had to wait and I had to evaluate. So for most universities, you have to evaluate your results, but for some, I think they do the evaluations themselves. I cannot really say on that one. But for most universities, they prefer HESA, especially if you're an undergraduate. But if you're doing your postgraduate, that is SACA. If the application that you send to your university or to the college or TVET that you wish to be enrolled in is in alignment with the list from nmds, which is Manpower, it's good, you can apply. And then after your applications, you need to keep regularly checking the deadlines. You don't want to be sending your applications late. That's all I'm going to say. With Manpower, you don't want to do that. You don't want to mess up with those people. They are good people. Yes. And then now you send your application there and they'll consider it. I think in about end of January, February, they publish another list of successful applicants which can come and sign the contract. But upon signing your contract, you need to have your admission letter, which is also, you cannot cheat, has to be in alignment with the course that they have published on the priority list. You don't want to get they're too confused because it can be a very long process, which is very confusing and tiring. The application itself, from having to apply from the university to nmds, it's such a long process, but which is worth it all in the end, because we all have to fight for the future that we want. So now when you go fill in the contracts, it's something that most people know, but if you don't know, also they will tell you what kind of documents, they'll specify the documents that you have to bring with you. And it's a success. After signing your contract, you have to go to the South African High Commission. That's how I did. But since COVID came over, things were digitalized. There was digital immigration and things were done online. So this is what I did. After signing my contract with the nmds, I took the contract. The contract has to be submitted together with the other documents, which include the medical aid, because you need to have a medical aid if you are going to study in South Africa and you're from an international place. I mean, if you're from Lesotho or all other countries which are not South Africa, yes, you need to have a medical aid, you need to have a contract from Manpower. But if you are not going to be sponsored by Manpower, you need to submit the bank statement of someone who will be in charge, who will be in control, or who will be responsible for all your financial needs when you're in SA, be it your tuition fees and other things, where you'll be residing and all other financial needs. So you need to submit that, and then you have to wait maybe about a week to do so, to get your visa, which will allow you to have multiple stays or come-ins, and nothing is really considered, I don't know. Yeah, and up until that process, and then that you are done, you need to get your bags packed, you need to go start a new life somewhere, you need to meet new people, and it's all worth it all in the end. So I really hope this information was able to help someone out there who's trying to apply into a South African higher institution. Okay, I also want to tap on more on this evaluation process, which needs to be addressed, because a lot of people have been asking. So you need to know if, like I told you, you need to have regular communication with the your faculty of the university or the institution you have applied to. You need to be sure that what they want, do they want your results evaluated or not? So here at UFS, which is the University of the Free State, I had to evaluate my results with HESA, which is in Pretoria. I went there myself. It was a day thing, but if you are in a place where you cannot go there yourself, there are people who assist people with, applicants in evaluating. You can evaluate through, I just want to call them mediators. They have offices around town in Lesotho where you can take your results there. They assist with SACA and HESA evaluations, so you can let them help you, or you can go there yourself if they're still allowing people to go there, because my application was done before COVID-19, so that was before things really changed and things were digitalized. So one other thing is, you need to know, you can't, because some people assume I need to take my results to HESA, or I need to take my qualifications to SACA, and sometimes the university doesn't even need that. So you really need to keep up with the communication. And with following up on your application, you need to place calls if it really has to. You need to send emails. And if you're in a position to do so, you can go there yourself. Sometimes you realize, late January, you realize that your application was unsuccessful. That might not be the end of the journey. Just go there. Take your time. Spend more your resources. Yeah, spend them on and go to the university that you really, really want. And with that cause, passionately, you go there in person and tell them, I need to go to school. And because sometimes you realize that people, let's say 100 people had applied for this faculty, and this faculty, only 80 came, and already you have sorry, you have not been admitted. You have the bad news already. So you don't sit there. You just go to the institution and tell them, I was not admitted, but I believe my results are good. in my perspective, they're good, I can qualify, and then they can offer you a space to study, so you don't stop. You sometimes you need to fight very hard to get to your dreams. So it's something that happened with me and other people that I've been asking information from. So also when you apply, you can't do it on your own. You need people who have been in this road before. You need to let them help you. You're not being vulnerable, you're not being foolish for asking for help. So you need to speak up and ask for even the mere thing, a minor thing, where you feel like this is just going to be a stupid question. Don't let it try to control you. Don't let the mentality that this might be one of those stupid questions I've ever asked in my life. Ask them, and you'll get the help that you're looking for. And don't be shy. Only in the end, I'm so happy that I had to do this video, and I really hope it helps you a lot. In as much as I've received help from different people and from people who have ran this race before me, so it's not a bad thing to ask for information and ideas and guidelines and career guidance even. So with one other thing, going back to the NMDS priority list, I am not saying don't apply for something that you love, but if you really know that you are going to rely on the help from the sponsor or bursary from Manpower, you need to apply for something that's on the priority list, because they're not going to change it for you, because there's a lot of people, because there's also a waiting list people, and it's a long process. So please, and I wish you all the best with your applications. I really hope this information was able to help someone out there who's trying to apply into a South African higher institution, and I really hope it's going to help a lot of other people. So this, yes, there can be a lot of confusion. So if you have questions or points where you really need me to clarify more on, please leave that on the under the comments section, and please don't forget to subscribe. Like I promised you, I am going to give a lot of content in this channel. You're never going to get bored, I promise you, and I guarantee you there's a lot of fun and handful information which is just going to be beneficial to all of us here. Yes, thank you. So please subscribe. Until next time, take care. Bye.